Election night was in full swing, and as results began pouring in, anticipation filled the air. Georgia, a state that had become a battleground in recent elections, was expected to be a close race. Kamala Harris' campaign had poured resources into winning over Georgia's diverse electorate, rallying young voters, minority communities, and suburban districts. But as the results started trickling in, an unexpected shift began to unfold. In the early hours, Trump's lead began to grow, surprising pundits and viewers alike. Political analysts scrambled to make sense of the numbers, questioning if this was simply an early surge or a sign of something bigger. Then, an update flashed across screens nationwide. Trump had expanded his lead to unprecedented levels, inching closer to a landslide victory in Georgia. The shockwave rippled across social media, with supporters and critics alike expressing disbelief. What had led to this dramatic shift? As the count continued, it became clear, Trump was on his way to a commanding victory in Georgia. Commentators speculated on what could have tipped the scales. Was it a last-minute swing among undecided voters? Had Harris' campaign miscalculated its appeal to certain key demographics? Each update left more questions than answers, building a tense atmosphere as viewers awaited the final numbers. Meanwhile, Harris' team was left reeling. Reports hinted at hurried calls and emergency meetings among top campaign officials. Insiders claimed that the team had been blindsided, with confidence in Georgia turning into shock as the numbers climbed in Trump's favor. The implications were enormous. A landslide loss in a crucial state could be a devastating blow to Harris' path forward. At news studios around the country, anchors delivered live commentary on the unfolding events. Each new vote count seemed to push Trump's numbers higher, widening the margin and silencing critics who had previously predicted a close contest. Many wondered if this shift signaled a larger trend across other battleground states. Could this unexpected loss be the start of a wave that would reshape the political map? As the clock struck midnight, the numbers confirmed it. Trump had officially taken Georgia in a landslide. The reaction was immediate and intense. Supporters celebrated, hailing the victory as a sign of renewed momentum, while Harris supporters were left questioning the campaign's strategy. What could have gone wrong? Why had Georgia, a state that had shown such promise for Harris, swung so decisively the other way? Finally, commentators weighed in, dissecting what had led to such a surprising outcome. Some pointed to Trump's renewed outreach efforts, while others suggested that certain key issues may have resonated more with Georgia's voters than anyone had anticipated. The answers were still unclear, but one thing was certain: this was a crushing defeat that could have far-reaching implications. As the dust settled, one question lingered in everyone's minds. Would this landslide in Georgia be an isolated incident, or was it a harbinger of a larger political shift? Harris' team now faced a daunting challenge: how to regroup and rebuild momentum after such a shocking loss. As viewers tuned out, they couldn't help but wonder what this night would mean for